Well then, I'm done with the wire diagrams. I took all the wires off the board. I cut them just so if I would get confused at one point, I would have like a little, you know, a little thing to be guided by and then maybe correct myself. But in this case, I had no issues whatsoever. So, this is how the thing goes. Here's the board. Here's the relay and here's the battery compartment. So basically the motor runs on two AA batteries that go from the first one to the second one, of course, yeah, both first batteries. The negative is the one interrupted and goes to the motor after the switch, and then the positive is the one that goes directly to the battery compartment. Then we have for the chip. For the chip, we've got one positive which goes from the first one interrupted by the switch to the actual sound chip itself, and then we have the last one that's the one that goes directly to the chip, which is the negative. Here's the connections. We've got the main negative for all the lights. We have the positive for the lights that have like bulbs that are like the ones that need more power, and we also have the positive and the speaker, meaning that this is the actual positive. And then there's a separate contact. There's like a little separate spot on the side of the chip that has a resistor, and it's for the LED lights not to burn out. So that's where the phase light and the scanner light come in. So as I've said before, there's positive for the LEDs and positive for the bulbs and the speaker and the positive. And the negative of those is here. Now, that's for the lights. For the main powering, of course, we have the one positive for the bulbs and the negative, which is right here. It's a little spot right here. Yeah. And after that, we have the speaker, the negative of the speaker, which is here, that goes just after. Let me just get this thing a little fucking shit. I gotta put it a little bit loose now. There we go. Now it's loose. We have the little transistor right here. As I've said before, this is one of the things that tends to fry the most when something stops doing its thing. And as I've said before, I discovered it by a Santa Claus. Because the one for the speaker died. But here's how it goes. And that's the yellow wire for the speaker. So that's negative for the speaker. The negative for the speaker. Then we have RS1, RS2, and RS3. What are those, you may ask? Well, those are the three relay parts. The middle contact, which is the main contact, is RS2. RS1 is when the robot says, I am a super fighter, drop it, don't move. And RS3 is when the robot is stomping. So pretty much when the gear is down, RS2 is hitting RS3. And when it goes up, it hits this one, which is RS1. So it's RS2, RS1, or RS2, RS3. This means that RS2 connects to this little spot, which is right here. So we can say that this is the actual main positive for those. Because this right here is the positive. This is where, if you guys remember, as I've said, the speaker and the positive wires go connected to. This means that after a little Zener diode, it goes just to here. And in this spot, you have the positive for the entire, for the robot to recognize when the robot is walking or spinning. Like, that's pretty much why we call a switch a relay. It's because the relays are something powered mechanically. And they let you know when, like, they can just make two actions be in sync. By example, the super fighters. If it wasn't by the relay, they would not know when they're walking or turning. It's the same thing with these. Because when the robot's turning, the robot's shooting. When the robot is walking, the robot makes stumping sounds. So that's pretty much where both mechanical and electronics go together. That's a nice thing though. So, as I've said before, that's RS1, no, RS2. RS3 is on this little spot right here, the one that says P. Well, I think P is actually the code of the chip. or something, like the model of the chip. And of course, I have a slight feeling this was actually made in 1998. Okay, because of the fact here it says 980000. Now then again, I don't know what those 00 are, or if that's even a 0 and not a 6. Must be a 0. I don't know. And of course the P, which might be the model or something. So, going down here, we've got that on that one contact that was labeled P, if it's the contact, the thing that was labeled, we have the gray wire that goes to the top. Wait, no, that one's for the walking. It's RS3, sorry, that's the part of the relay that makes it walk. That's the bottom contact. And the top contact is this blue wire right there, which is also shown here as RS1. So yeah, there's nothing else to show besides that. Just a little schematic that proves how this thing works. It's not super necessary to make the light connections because I already know them. After all of these years, it would be stupid for me not to know. But yeah, so from now on, I'll continue cleaning everything up. And I'll go and clean up the switch because the switch has a little rust, which is just a little right there on the top flap. But I gotta put some oil inside and lubricate the little contacts that it has so it actually makes a better connection. Because if you guys, I don't know if I think I did show it. Yeah, because I did unbox it, never mind. This thing was like, sometimes it was just wiggly, so I think it's just a question of cleaning it up, and then it'll start working fine. So yeah, this has been Zorak Leader. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Hope this video has helped some people that actually need it.